welcome to this video. We're going to be looking at how to set up a brand new Capsule CRM. So hopefully you've already gone through the process of signing up to an account and you are ready to log into it. But before you log into it, let's have a think about these really important things, because it's thinking about these things that will really help set this system up to be a success, a system that will help you be more productive, more efficient, decrease overwhelm. And all those things mean that you will have more space and time in your day to be creative. And we all need to be creative as business owners. So two really important things to think about. The first, who is your ideal client? Think about who needs your services, who you help, and really have a picture of them in your mind, because we will bring that into the design of the CRM. And the second is to really wrap your head around the CRM before we even get stuck into it. So let's spend a couple of minutes doing that now. So Capsule has three main parts: the data bank, where everybody is kept, everybody is stored. And when you think of a CRM as a contact relationship management system, it opens up the doors to mean that it can look after everybody within your business, not just your clients. So traditionally it was client relationship management, but let's think of it as contact relationship management, because then we can run a partner program. We can have our associates in there, we can have our freelancers in there, we can have our suppliers in there. And as a business owner, we are having interactions with lots of different people all the time to run our businesses. So it really does open it up to be a really good system that supports our entire business. So we've got the data bank. That's where we keep everybody in all the organizations that we work with. Second main area is the sales pipeline. And this is where we have our sales process. This is where we capture our opportunities. This is where we look after the conversations with the people that we want to work with and give them the best chance possible of converting into actual sales. And when we get to the point where we have closed that deal, then we want to look after our clients in a really good, consistent way. And we do that in the third main area of Capsule, which is the projects area. So those three main areas all tie together really nicely. So the data bank is where we have everybody, the pipeline is where we're looking after the conversations, and the projects area is where we're looking after our clients. And we can have the thread of all of the services that we offer running through those three areas. We also have the ability to add some goals into the system. We want to integrate our email with Capsule because it's so very powerful. We have email templates in Capsule, which we can then send out from within Capsule. And we have the ability to add in different task categories and different activity types as well. So it's a really good idea to think about all those things before we even open Capsule CRM. Trust me, it's a game changer, because it's really easy just to get stuck into the features and it's all very exciting. But think about all of those things before you open up Capsule, and then you will be able to set up Capsule to better support your business. So let's have a look now at a brand new Capsule CRM. And I'm going to share my screen with you. So here we are in Capsule, and this is the dashboard, and it's a really good informative screen. We've got tasks that are coming up on the right hand side. We can connect our calendar into Capsule so we can see any meetings, and we can see any goals that we've set as well. And then in the middle part here, we've got the recently viewed, and this is constantly changing as we click on more contacts in the system. We can see our activities. We'd also see the sales pipeline and the project area when we start using that as well. So the areas that I've already mentioned before we started sharing the screen are the people and organizations areas. This is the data bank. And we can really drill down into our data on this screen. And that's why it's so important to design and build the system thinking about our ideal client, think about what data we want to get out of the CRM, because we do that on this screen, and we can add filter after filter after filter. And what that means is that we can have a really nice list here, which we can then save if we want to, because we don't want to put the filters in each time. The filters are saved and the content of the list is dynamically updated. We can even bulk add tags and bulk add activity onto our records in this screen. So it's a really useful area. Then we have the sales pipeline, and we get three nice views of it here. We get the columns here of the sales process, and we'll be looking at this area in more detail and how to set it up on a separate video. But we have these different milestones within the pipeline, and the opportunities that we create all get added up, and we see a projected value at the top versus a 100% success total value. We can also see a list here, so we can also have tags, data tags, and custom fields on opportunities. And when we do that, then we can filter by them. So we might want source of opportunity, for example. So we could filter on all the opportunities that come from a particular source. On the starter plan, you get one sales pipeline. On the growth plan, you get five. So if you're interested in upgrading from starter to growth, and all my clients get that upgrade with a 50% discount for 3 months, so do let me know and then we can arrange for that to happen. But we also get a really nice dashboard view as well on the CRM. And in the reports area, we get even more reports that we can drill down into. And a lot of these are on the growth plan, but they are well worth having. So have a think about it. But the activity dashboard and the sales pipeline dashboards are absolutely brilliant. And we can even create our own dashboard now with our own reports in it. It's a really good area. And this is also where we create goals, and we can have sales goals, which can be counts or by value, and we can have activity goals. They can be around the activities or the tasks on the system, because often it's doing the do that gets the results. So having goals around those is really, really powerful stuff. And then we can look at the third main area, which is the projects area. So here we have again the column view of all the different stages in what we're delivering to our clients. So here we could have three separate project boards if we wanted to, one for each of the services that we as Citrus Lemon are offering to our clients. And we could also have tags on projects. So maybe we wanted to have a tag for each of the services if the overall delivery process was the same. In this ribbon at the top, we also have the ability to drill down into our tasks, and we can also see our calendar. We can add contacts from here, and we can actually make comments on the system, perhaps on an email. Perhaps we want another user to see that an email has been received. We don't need to be forwarding that email on anymore. We can add a comment to it. We also have the ability to do some marketing with the sister company of Capsule called Transpond. It's an absolutely brilliant marketing tool. I've got some more videos on that, on the brilliant system. It's very powerful indeed, and actually we can actually use Transpond to keep our capture up to date, because there's some automations in Transpond which help us do that. It's absolutely brilliant. So do check out my other videos on that. Then on the right hand side, right over on the right hand side, this is where we start to drill down into the behind the scenes stuff on the system and have a go at making this system our own. So here we can see that we've got the integrations tab, we've got a contact form, we've got some brilliant Capsule AI, and we've got tracks. Tracks are so powerful. They are a way of getting our workflow into Capsule. Our processes in here help us keep on track by reminding us to do the things that we need to do to nurture the relationships, to keep opportunities moving along the sales pipeline, and to keep on delivering consistently great services to our clients. So tracks are very powerful indeed. Email templates are absolutely brilliant. You get 5 on the starter, 50 on the growth plan. We can connect our mailboxes. And we can also use the mail Dropbox if we want to. We have the ability to add custom fields, and we can add different types of custom fields. We have free text, we have dates, single select list, multi-select, checkbox, number, and even a link. If you do add a free text field, then always click the searchable box, because you want to be able to search on it in those lists. And we can have custom fields on people and organizations, opportunities, and on projects. So it's a way of really making the system our own. Then we can adapt the sales pipeline, we can adapt the project boards area, we can add in new task categories. So maybe send invoice, create proposal, follow up number 2, anything like that. It's absolutely brilliant, really powerful. And then we have tags and data tags. So we want to use tags to show us where a contact is in the customer journey. Custom fields are best used for more static types of information, such as industry, and then a list of the industries that our ideal client is in. Then maybe a type of legal entity. Maybe we only work with limited companies or with sole traders. We would have a single select list as a custom field to show what type of organisation that is. We might want to have budget holder user or main stakeholder or business owner as checkboxes on people as a custom field. Tags and data tags are best used to reflect where somebody is in a customer journey or the different groups of contacts we are in communication with. So we might have a tag supplier for our suppliers or freelancer or associate or partner program, but we would definitely have the tags prospect, client potential, and those guys would have an opportunity in the sales pipeline that we are talking to them about and hopefully going to convert, because then the tag would be changed to client. And that's when we are looking after what we deliver to our clients in the project area. Then that work would come to an end and we would change the tag, we'd remove client and add client previous. And we might also have a tag client potential previously for people that didn't actually go on to sign up to work with us. So they would be the main tags that we'd have: prospect, client potential, client previous, client potential previously, and as I said, maybe supplier or associate, competitor even, networking contact, and maybe partner program. So those would be some really good tags to have. Now, a data tag adds an extra level of sophistication. So say we have the tag networking and we wanted to capture which networking event we'd met that person at. We would convert networking into a data tag and we'd have a free text field, which networking event, because when we do that, we can just capture that information just for those people or organizations that are tagged with that data tag. So very, very powerful way of making the system even more sophisticated and useful in our business. We then have activity types. On the starter plan, we can't add any more, but on the growth plan, we can add more activity types here, which is really powerful. We might add things like LinkedIn messaging, walking meeting, initial meeting, kickoff meeting, that type of thing. And we can actually drill down into those activity types in the reports and we can set goals around them as well. You can also have custom titles. So if you wanted to have a different type of title for your people, then you could add that in as well. Now I'm just going to have a look at some of the integrations. I'll show you some of the integrations because they are really powerful. We've already had a little think about Transpond, brilliant system worth signing up to. Just so we can connect our Outlook and our Gmail, our Outlook calendar, our Gmail calendar. We also have this new, very exciting feature here. We now have this very exciting feature coming down the track where we can actually connect our Claude to our Capsule and use it to interrogate the data and the information that we have in our CRM. So that's an exciting development. We can also connect different types of accounting packages. We have contact forms. We can connect some customer service or support software as well. And so this LinkedIn integration is really exciting. There's a bit of software called Add to CRM. It's a bit of a bridging software, but it means that we can get contacts really easily from LinkedIn into Capsule if we want to. So they are some of the integrations. There are a load more as well, and you can actually click through and then choose a type of integration, and Capsule will offer you a list of softwares that integrate. And if you don't see the software that you would like to integrate, then do talk to me because we actually work with a developer who can get that sorted for you. So let me know if you have any questions around that. But hopefully you have found that a useful overview of the whole system. And I go into more details about the data bank, the sales pipeline, and projects area in the subsequent videos.